Whoop, whoop.
Okay. Hi everybody. We're back. I just had the weirdest thing happen to my computer. My Wi-Fi just decided that it couldn't connect to my router anymore.
I'm sad that you're running your computer off of Wi-Fi, not hardlined in.
Yeah, well, the line is downstairs and it would require me drilling into the walls of a house that
Do
I
it.
don't own.
Do it. Do it. They'll thank you. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be a
No,
IB the
because
first podcast without
because
narrative
just
issues.
like everything else that I would do, it would be jank as fuck. And plus, I not only that, I would have to drill down through the floor joist, like
Do
the
it.
edge.
They'd love you. They'd love you for it. Just duct tape it all closed when you leave. I mean, it's fine.
Duct tape it closed when I leave.
It's fine. Anyway, I think we'll
Fine.
take that as like we hit switch. We got it. We
Yeah.
did it. It's coming out. We did good. We'll figure out more in a.
Yeah. We're good on that. Okay. Oh my
No, you may
god.
not be good.
Dropping frames.
Yep,
No,
you're
it said
dying.
here's the
You're
no, it
dying
says I'm running
hardcore.
at 18 meg up. There
Oh
we go.
my
It's
god.
stabilized out. No, Twitch was running at 18 meg up. That's the weirdest fucking thing that I've seen.
That's how we roll. That's how we
My
roll.
my
We're
network is
bringing the jank.
being super weird. Yeah, I tried a bunch of different methods though for connecting it up and nothing worked. So I just had I got a Wi-Fi 6 like adapter because it was better than what came on my like on my motherboard, and it gets me good speed, but that was the weirdest fucking thing. It was honestly so
All,
weird because my phone was
all I
still connected
heard,
to my Wi-Fi. I thought that
all I
I
heard
thought
was
my
you bitch.
Wi-Fi went down completely.
All I heard was you bitch on how you don't know how to do networking. That's all I heard. That's all I heard,
No, I
Eric.
just don't want to drill
Don't know how.
in.
I get. Don't know how. I know. It's okay. Not
Fine,
everyone can handle it, Eric.
Jason.
It's too technical for you. I get
Next
it.
time you come down, you can do it.
You want me to do it?
No,
No
I don't.
problem. It's
No,
not
I
my
don't.
security deposit.
I do not want you doing it. I have thought about because we do have like it's pre-wired for speakers in different areas and whatnot about whether or not
Just
I'd be
fish
able
line
to
it
get
through.
it like
Yeah.
right through because there's one that's like right there. I'm wondering
100%.
if I could get to it easily, but I'm pretty certain that I'm gonna have something blocking the way. It's gonna be a 2x4 that I'm gonna have to drill through.
They won't. They won't see that. You're fine.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, but in a one story, Dreamy. This is a two story. Anyways. So okay, we'll move on. To lighten it up, some intrepid person on the internet. This guy is an amazing god. Has gotten a PSP emulator to run on their Galaxy Watch, and it runs GTA at 60 frames per second.
As shitty as it is, it's really cool to see. Like if you
It's
haven't
so
seen
cool
this
to
yet,
see.
just go look at it. Like it is like can it play Doom and all that meme shit and all that stuff like that. It's fun, but I mean like seeing like it on your watch is just it's weird. It's
Can you
weird.
play
It's
God of
fun. It's
War
worth
on it?
seeing.
Yes, I can play God of War on it. I mean, it was like one of the crappiest God of War games that they made, but
Still, I mean, like I said, like playing the Doom,
yeah,
like the Doom. God, how
the
old am I?
Doom.
A million? Can it play the Doom? Can it run Crisis? That's what I want to know.
Only gamers get that reference. Only
Doom or
gamers.
Crisis?
No, come on, man.
I'm too old.
That's a
I'm
whole
too
other
old.
reference. Jensen at his CES keynote came out. Is like, and it can run Crisis. Only gamers get that reference. Like he said that
Oh, I know what
on
you're talking about.
stage.
Oh, I remember. I remember what you're talking about. Not really,
Like, come on,
but
Jensen.
whatever.
Anyways,
Jensen.
so that's pretty dope. I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of those interesting things that I wanted to put a little levity in from like two big topics that we're probably going to talk about. The second one being the fucking 50 series GPUs.
I don't want to talk long about this because it is
No, no, no.
just sad and disappointing.
It's
Sad and
sad and
disappointing.
disappointing on multiple levels. One, that they're barely more powerful than their 40 series counterparts, except for the 5090. That's the only one that like does any outscoring with it. But man, like the 5080 is on par with a 4080, and they're all so heavily reliant on their AI cores and doing all of their frame gen and stuff like that. It's similar to like the issues that we were talking about with the new NVIDIA broadcast, where it's using more GPU power to do the same thing, which is really fucking stupid. And if you try and use any of the beta features on a 30 series card, oh my god, it destroys everything. So it's like one of those pieces of where they're just relying so much on those additional AI cores trying to do it, and they're not making any headway on actual raw performance.
Yeah, in this day and age, that is easily my biggest disappointment. My second biggest disappointment with this is because as an investor in Nvidia, 2025 has not been kind to my portfolio with
No.
them, and this does not help any kind of cause for that. So that's more my disappointment than anything else. Of because obviously I have a 3060, I am fine. I'm in no need to upgrade right now in any way, shape, or form that I need to by any means. So I was not planning on getting a 50 series no matter what.
Yeah.
But hearing all this just makes me sad in the idea of spending $1,000 on something that's not going to get you that jump. I mean, it'd be like buying
Or
a PS5
$2,000.
Pro,
The
a PS5
$2,000 price
Pro.
tag is not worth the 5090.
No,
Like,
no,
yeah.
God no.
But yeah, the PS5
It's
Pro. Oh my god, we haven't even talked about the PS5 Pro.
I don't want to. I don't want
Oh my
to. Let's
god.
save some of that for the sequel. We're not. We're not. We said we're not going to do a 2-hour podcast
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
Too. We
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so the other problem with the 50 series is, and for all intents and purposes, and it's a term that if you look around on tech blogs and everything a lot, it was a paper drop. It was a paper launch
hmm
because nobody was able to get them. Quantities were so low at all retailers, it was insane. Like
Oh yeah,
J2
people are
Sense did a
camping out.
breakdown of like how many Micro Center got, and it was like every Micro Center got like 3 or 4, except for
The
the
most I saw was
one,
10.
except for
Yeah.
the Tustin location. The Tustin location had 43 that they got,
Oh
and
wow.
that
Okay.
was because they were doing a big launch there. There was a big to do. Jay went in and he built a PC while everyone was there. They opened up all the stores at the same time, but Tustin was the location that everyone was going to go to. And yeah, the fact that there's so few of them out there, they're so hard to get, it's just insane. It's almost as if they knew it was going to fail and nobody was going to want it.
I
Oh,
mean,
wait.
did you say the quiet part out loud? Maybe.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I said the quiet part out loud. Oh well. Yeah, it's complete and utter bullshit. It is a crappy waste of money. That
No,
the
go out and buy it so my stock goes back up. Come
I
on,
mean
everybody.
that's true.
Go buy
Yeah.
5. Go buy
Or
5. You need
go
it
buy
for the
pre-builts.
AIs. For the AIs, guys. Oh
You
yeah,
know where it
pre-built.
went to? It went to big companies like Asus and MSI and whatnot, because then they're being able to do their pre-builts with it, and that's really the only way that you can find them. You can find 5080s and 5090s pre-builts that you can buy direct from them.
Now, to be fair, this was a similar problem when the 3060s did come out. Like it was hard to find them except for in like pre-builts and stuff like that. That was one of the reasons why I have what I have is
Yeah,
because
but
I had
the
to go through that bullshit.
big problem with the 3060s and whatnot was also the scalpers. because of COVID. Because they
True.
went in and bought so
Fair.
many of them. There was a huge
And you
launch.
don't.
There was a ton of product out there, but the scalpers all bought them up.
I'd be curious to know what the actual product release was versus this. I 100% agree with you, Eric. I think that the 5060 or 5080, whatever, had way less actual produced units. But I'd be curious of how much less. Like if it was like, 10 to 1, then that'd be phenomenal. If it's 2 to 1, then I don't know. I think that there'd be something more
My
to
guess is
that. I mean, two
closer
to
to
one would still
5
be
to
great,
6 to
but
1.
yeah, that's still pretty high. But
It's a very
I don't
high
know.
number.
That like I'd be that'd be the one thing that I'd be curious to know more about. Just because. Now, obviously, I'm not defending. Defending isn't the right thing to say, but I'm not like thinking about it in any way, shape, or form. Just in a curiosity standpoint
Yeah.
of
Part of the other
nerd
issue
shit.
could be that they were trying a new manufacturing technique on them, and they're unable to get as many high-end binned chips. But they'll never come out and say that.
God no, they could never say that. But that's an interesting.
That was the same issue that they had with the 4080s. They had a predominant number of them that couldn't be considered a 4080 because they didn't bin high enough. That's why they started coming out with some of the weird SKUs for the 4070.
Did they
Yeah.
whole new chip manufacturing, right?
Yeah.
Or for hmm, that's a great point. That's a really good point. I'm willing to bet that that has a big part of it to it because if you're having to change even just like the size of a chip, that yeah, I'm willing to accept that. And I'm willing to accept that more just because I don't want it to be Nvidia doing anything shill or shady, just because I want them to continue to make me money, and that makes me happy if they're not shill and shady.
Yeah, Jason's retirement banks on
It
it.
does. It very much, not very much. I mean, you don't put anything
Yeah.
heavy. Hey, investing tip: don't put everything into one portfolio.
You
Just
mean
don't do
don't
it.
put all your chicken or all your eggs into one basket?
That's a better analogy. Yeah, don't do that because it's dumb.
The adage works for everything, people. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But
Don't
yeah,
do it. But yeah, but you would think though that if that was the case, that they would have fixed that fucking problem from the 40 series to the 50 series.
they got to keep going though. I mean, especially with like all the stuff with AI that's going on here. Like what's that deep fake or whatever? The not deep
Deep
fake.
speak,
That's the wrong.
deep
The
seek.
deep seek. Thank you. That tanked them hardcore just this last week. That's stuff that they have to be thinking about. And while it has nothing to do, obviously, with gaming or directly to their actual product, it's still something that they have to contend with, and you have to constantly be pumping out stuff to make people still interested in looking at you. And
Yep.
business.
But the problem
It's
is with things like this, that's when you start going the way of Intel, where all
yeah,
your
and
good
that's
faith
what
is
has me scared.
burned.
Yep, that has me scared. But you know what? Guess what else I'm invested in? AMD. So
AMD.
let's go.
You gotta invest in both, people. Like you gotta do it because they'll feed off of each other, or one will just eat the other
Take
one.
off.
So yeah, we've got AMD as well as Nvidia stock. But man, but AMD didn't do that great either.
No,
Like
AMD's
they've been
well,
having some
AMD has
issues.
had a bad 2024. At least Nvidia had a great 2024. AMD has been bad for quite a while now, and so they're ready for a rally.
Yeah, we'll have to see when their new cards actually get like shown off and whatnot. But even those, they're not looking at giant leaps and bounds either. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see. All right, that's it. We're gonna keep it at right about an hour. I think that we're right about an hour with that weird cut and everything like that because my
We
network
did
just
it.
disconnected. We did it. We
We'll
only
take
talked
it as a
about
win.
3 things.
Fuck, we're so screwed. We're so goddamn screwed. We're gonna try. We're gonna so try. We're gonna have to get like timers all over the place. It's gonna be like my wife waking up, a
Yeah, just
thousand
like
different alarms going off.
yeah, we're just gonna be like
Oh my
sitting there,
gosh,
like, nope, done. Okay, we're done with that allotment. Maybe I'll just run a timer down in the screen on
dude!
on.
Oh, I love this idea. I love. See, look at this, innovating innovations for IBIF first. I love the idea of having a chat clock on the
Yeah,
screen, especially if chat can see it.
I could just put it on the screen for it. It'll be like
Fantastic.
in towards the bottom right hand corner, well, left hand corner, and then yeah, we could just have it like boom. Next conversation must start in
I also know us very well, and we won't listen to that shit
Yeah,
whatsoever.
I'll
But
be like,
it'd be
fuck
really
that clock. Fuck that clock. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me how much I can bitch about this thing. That clock does not rule me. I rule it.
I set the timer.
I set the time.
Look at me.
I'm the timer now.
1, 2. Oh God.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining us for the I Made It First podcast. We know that, you have choices in podcasts, and you just chose to listen to us, and that just makes us feel happy. Thanks again for everybody that came back with our weird hiatus that we did. We hope you guys accept our apology, but we will try and be back as much as we can. Like I said, we're going to be switching everything to a monthly setup, so Jason and I are going to be packing in the news. That timer actually probably will have to come into effect.
I think we're gonna have to do it.
We probably are. It's gonna be like PTI. If you've ever watched PTI,
maybe. Can I have points? I want points.
No, that's the other
around the horn. I know, but
yeah,
I want
around the
points.
horn. Yeah, yeah. We need we just need like.
I want to be able to give myself points because I make good points all the time. Just like boop boop boop.
Boop, boop, boop. I'll have to figure out a way to route that so that I can just hit buttons on my Stream Deck, like point, and then minus a point. Okay.
Bad joke.
No way. That actually happens on Around the Horn. It's
great.
It's so awesome. I love that show. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining us. Stick with us on Twitch if you were listening, but have a good day. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.
All right. Oh, I did not want that to happen. There we go. Stop it. This new system is it's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, but we're working with it. All right. Yeah, because we're no longer using Zoom, so
I think you're still live, man.
No, the stream is live.
Oh,
the stream's still live. I said stick with us on Twitch. Like,
okay, I gotcha.
You guys get the funny part of like, yeah, we're not using Zoom anymore, so we're like kind of winging it right now with figuring things out because Zoom was easy. We knew Zoom, like we all used it for years for work. Now this is whole new intricacies and weird things. But all right, thanks a lot, everybody, for joining us. I don't think that there's anybody that I would want to raid into, so I think that we are solid.
I totally forgot about
raiding and stuff.
Yeah, I forgot about everything.
There is nobody. All right, thanks a lot, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you guys soon for the revival of Cutscene. Bye, everybody.
Bye. So, are you going to be able to splice it together? I mean, yeah.